So here at the Fort Smith International Film Festival, we're sitting here with Josh and Carson. What are you doing here? What's going on?
I'm back.
You're back. You never left.
In action.
So, Josh, you have a film here today, and just as you do, what is it called?
So the name of the film is Dough. It's about a pizza delivery man, kid and stuff, and he is taking some pizzas from his job to a frat party and stuff, and the guy who answers the door just hands him a little bit too much cash, and he's got to figure out what to do with the money and whether he wants to return it or keep it for himself.
And what was the inspiration behind this film?
So in our class that we had a final project where we were supposed to make a 1 minute long clip to put into like our directors or like our DP reels and stuff. And so it was Carson's pitch that he gave in class, and I actually was a pizza man in high school.
Okay.
And so I really liked the pitch, and so I agreed to like help him work on it. And so we kind of sat down and co-wrote it with my experience as a pizza man, his experience at parties. So.
And where'd you catch that lightning in a bottle? Like, did it just come to you, or did you have like some kind of experience with that before?
It just really came together, and I knew that it was an idea that I wanted to make when I was like, pizza delivery driver gets tipped too much cash. Dough is kind of like a play on the money and the pizza dough, and so I was like, well, there we go. That's a perfect short film. That's something we could build a few minutes around.
It's just some ideas that you get. It's just like, I have to get this done, or else it's gonna be lost in the ether forever. And so that, I love the idea, and like the way it sounds fantastic. What were the challenges on set shooting a film like this?
So our lead actor, he just turned 17, and nobody thought to check if he had his license.
So it was tough, like having him try to like drive. We didn't have him do anything crazy, but just like a couple pickup shots, but he definitely was an inexperienced driver.
Teaching him to drive while also trying to direct him and stuff. We had the sound guy and myself in the back seat and Carson in the passenger seat. We had a boom over his head and a camera in his face, and I'm telling him how to drive, and I'm like, and then while you're doing that, also act like this.
So he's just there, stiff as a board initially. Did you guys have like a stunt person for that, or it was just him all the way?
After he almost took out one of our other actors, we were like, we'll get it from a wide, and I can drive.
So we got the struggles of the set. What were like those moments where just like, this is my calling, I have to do this?
I think whenever we had the production meeting and we were talking about like the very first one, and we went from the pitch and then the guidelines we were given in class, and it was like, we were talking about what we wanted, and I was like, well, it's supposed to be like a 1 minute clip. And then Carson was like, do you want a 1 minute clip? And I was like, honestly, I just want to do whatever I want. And so we kind of threw out the guidelines, made whatever we want. It's like 3 minutes now.
I think the film is all the better for it.
If
this had been a 1 minute film, it would have been too rushed. We knew what we wanted to make. We were confident on the idea, and so we just went for it.
Now, before we go, the people who haven't seen this film or kind of on the fence about it, what do you want to tell them? Give us an elevator pitch. Why should they watch this movie?
I think it's a pretty feel-good, like comedy and stuff. This high school kid, and so there was a couple small, like little emphasis, like the check engine lights on in the car and stuff like this. And so there's little bits that's like he kind of needs this money and stuff. And so it feels good at the end when he. I guess that's a spoiler.
Yeah, no, you're fine. It's a feel-good movie. Little Easter eggs here and there, you know.
And then at the end, you feel good, and you're rooting for the kid and everything. And so it's just a fun watch. It's a small comedy.
Absolutely. And Carson, what about you? I know you told us about your other film, but what about this film? Why should they watch this 3 minute clip?
I think this film I think it's the main character really sells like as like a new pizza driver, and just watching him kind of decide, what do I do with this like $200 that I just got tipped extra by this guy who doesn't even know that he did that. He doesn't even fully know that he overtipped. So it's watching him try to figure all that out. I think it's just a fun thing to watch and just put on.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate your time. I know you want to get out there and, network and all that. So thank you for taking time out and talk to us. Thank you so much.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Carson, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks.